Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my weekly predictions and analysis for Dow Jones and NASDAQ 100. I hope you all profited last week as the predictions were spot on. We were targeting 35,600 plus for US30 achieved. For US100 it was 15,200 300 zone, which I told that specifically this is a major resistance zone. This is also achieved. Now trading with a drop, we are going to look today with the help of candlestick charts and indicators what is going to happen next week. I am going to give you trading levels towards the end of every analysis. First we'll look at US100, then followed with US30. Also, those who are new to the channel, let me share that I provide my daily videos also for US30 and US100 just before the US cash session opens, and one video very early when the Asia session begins. I provide for global markets and commodities. In that also I include US30 and US100 other than Europe, UK and India indices and gold and silver. So don't miss to watch those daily videos. In that also I provide trading levels. Definitely you can benefit and profit from those. So please press the bell icon. Now let's start the analysis with US100 first. US100 closed the week at 14650 levels. Now look at the weekly charts. Interestingly, weekly charts, see after this drop, see we have told this time that beyond these levels it is trying to consolidate and we may see a drop. That is what exactly has happened. We have seen sharp drop, sharp correction on US100, and now it is trading besides this above this trading level, above this trading channel rather I should say, and we have seen a good retracement. However, on the upside also you can see now this candle has become a reversal candle, and once it drops below this zone is at around 14300 levels. Once it drops below 14300, definitely it will be considered as bearish indication, and definitely it can break sharply if it breaks this zone at 14300. Remember my words, once it breaks this zone at 14300, 14200, definitely it will break sharply towards 13800, and in fact this time it will break towards 13500 also. But whether this will happen this week or not, let's have a look. Now let's have a closer look at the weekly charts. Also, one more observation I would like to say, this I had shared several times. See, this was the channel in which it was trading, long term channel in which US100 was trading till now. Now this is come out of this channel, and again entering into this channel appears that we will be looking forward to if it enters again back in this channel, that is only at 16,000 plus levels only. I'll consider this is back in this channel and we are done with the drop. Else I will consider this as a bearish indication only. Now look at this for the week. For this week specifically, it may try to open because this is first reversal and this is a bounce back, and if it continues with this rise above 14830, once it crosses 14830 levels, now this 14830 has become a specifically strong level, and it may give a very strong resistance for US100 this time. So if it continues beyond 14830, it can try to achieve 15100, which is a major strong resistance for this week, and we may see it trading either range bound or either within these levels. But yes, once it crosses 15100, definitely it will try to achieve higher highs towards 15500. It can try to go till there, and from there we can again expect that, because see that will be like lower highs here, and from there we can see a drop next week onward. So in the coming week I'll be specifically observing if it crosses 14830, I'll consider that yes, it is going towards 15100, and then towards, if 15100 is taken, then 15300 and 15500 will again be achieved. Also on the downside, now look at the downside. Once maybe it tries to break, and if it breaks below 14 this time, once 14500 is taken below this level, I will consider that yes, it is trying to trade with a drop, and if it takes 14400, you can go short, you can again expect it to drop. The next support level at 14300, below that definitely it will break sharply. So we have got couple of entries for a short position at 14500, or rather I'll say 14450, 14400 and 14300. Below that it will break sharply till 14300. You can still expect that we might see a little bounce back, but yes, below 14300 I will expect that it is going to break sharply towards 13800 and below levels. Now this is done for the weekly charts. Let's have a look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, first thing is ignore this candle. This is a technical error, technical glitch. But besides this, now let me show you something on the larger time frame. So I have told this on the weekly charts, we have shown this. This is the long term channel trading below this channel. Now also look at this on the daily charts. You can find that this was the drop, consolidation, retracement, and again trying to drop. Now probably either it tries to give you a higher lows here. This is one probability. In general, it happens so that it provides a higher low and again continues to trade within this channel only. So I think the low has been achieved, and if it breaks here, so if you see it breaking any point of time 14,830 again, it will definitely rise towards 15,100, and beyond that it will try again achieve higher highs towards 15,300 and 15,500 zone. So this is for sure one observation. Second observation on the daily chart, see, you can see this previous two candles, just ignore this. This candle has a sharp tail, a smaller body. This candle was in fact a doji, and it tried to, so bulls are trying to bring it back. However, lower highs and lower lows indicating that there is bearishness here. So for on the daily charts also, it appears that next time when you see it going beyond 14,750, there you can take a long entry, and probable move beyond 14,700. Rather, I'll say restrict yourself till 14,838, 40 levels, and beyond that definitely it will fly. Else till the time it remains below 14,838, 40, we can again expect it to drop and provide. Now the support, as I said, now the support will come into picture at around 14,300 levels, and from there it can try to again bounce back towards 14,800, 14 and 15,000 levels. So a possible drop till towards 14,300 can be expected, and if it moves beyond 14,830, definitely we might see a good rise again towards 15,100 level. This is another probability, but yes, breaking this zone as 14,300, definitely it will try to drop towards 14,000 and below levels. Now I'll be specifically watchful of this zone at 14,200, 300. Breaking this zone, definitely mark my words, it is going to go below 14,000 levels, and again we'll be looking forward to 13,800 and 13,500 can also be achieved. So we have to be very cautious between these levels. So this is about daily chart. Let's have a look at the indicators now. Looking at the indicators on the daily chart, you can see here the now trading below 20, 50, 100 moving average. This is the 100 moving average, this is the 20 period moving average. Now trading below 20, 50, 100 moving average indicating that there is a bearishness in the markets. There is a bearishness in US100, specifically when 100 period moving average is well above the 20 period moving average. You can say this there is a wide gap, and indicates that near term, in near future, in near past, it has traded well below the near term 100 period moving average, and indicating that there is bearishness in the recent time frame, and hence it can continue with this till the time it remains below this, and a crossover happens between the 20 and 100 period moving average. You can consider this as a bullish indication, bullish reversal. Also, let's have a closer look here. Looking at it closely, you can see this 20 period moving average trying to give it a strong resistance, which is now resting at around 14,780, 14,800 levels, and that is why this zone at 14,780, 14,800 is specifically important. If it crosses, we can expect it to rise again. Also, this is one observation, and the Bollinger Bands width are far below. It can try to give this pivot level at around 14,400 and 14,300, 200 zone definitely can provide a good support. Now let's have a look at the detrended price oscillator. It is again trading in red. However, see, this is trying to stabilize here. Probably if it tries to again enter into buy zone, maybe it may take a reversal and enter into buy zone. Look at the directional movement is still in red, it's still bearish. See, despite this rise, it is still very much in the sell zone, and still it is in sell zone, and if it gives couple of red candles more, probably it will again widen the gap and continue in this sell zone itself, indicating that there is a strong bearishness. However, couple of green candles, it may cross over and enter into buy zone. Now look at the stochastic. This was the time when I told that it is oversold, it is going to rise, and this is the time when I told that it is overbought, it is going to drop. Remember my daily analysis, I have told couple of times that it is overbought, indices are bound to drop. That is what I recall, that on Wednesday in my daily analysis specifically I said that indices are bound to drop. Mark my words, it is going to drop, and it dropped significantly from 15,200 300 zone. Now it is trying to enter into oversold position here. So maybe we may see a drop initially, and couple of good sharp red candles taking it below 14,000, 13,800, and then bounce back towards 14,200 300 again cannot be denied, because that will take again towards oversold and it can try to rise again. Why I'm saying it can continue here with this drop? Because there is a gap between the sell and the buy, and the variance also indicating that probably it can continue with the sell off here, one indication. But on the MACD lines I have just crossed over are trading in buy zone. Till the time they cross over, once couple of red candle appears, it may these may cross over again and enter into buy side. Else with the drop for next 2 days, it can try to bounce back, and this may continue in green itself. RSI is comfortable and almost trading at the bottoms here. Now considering this, let me jump to the trading levels for the week. That is the most important part. Now for the week, a long entry is recommended only once it goes past 14,780. Once 14,780 is done for this week, you can take a long entry for 14,840. Now 14,840 may provide a stronger resistance. Beyond that, I will look forward to see it has got nearby resistance 14,920, 14,970. Now till 14,970 it has got stronger resistance. Beyond that, it will directly fly to 15,100, and beyond 15,100 I will look forward to 15,240. If this is also taken, then you can definitely see, anyways we are remaining long at, you can take a positional call definitely beyond 14,840 levels. Beyond that, definitely it will rise. Mark my words, you can keep your positions open till 15,100. Definitely you will see this again if it goes beyond 14,840. Also 15,240 is, if it's taken, it will directly lend to 15,400 and plus level. Anything beyond this is sky is the limit. So keep your positions on hold, and you can always gain the profits, but you can always know that once it tries to drop, please exit the positions and try to enter a short entry there. Now for this purpose, the daily analysis helps a lot, so don't miss to watch those analysis. And now on the downside, on the flip side, if you see it breaking below 14,520, here you can take a short entry for nearest resistance at 14,440. Then it will try to drop at 14,350. Now 14,350 still may provide a resistance, then 14,280, and till here we can again expect it to bounce back. We can again expect that beyond 14,280 it can again reverse and head towards 14,780. But beyond 14,280 levels, I will see it breaking sharply towards 14,100. And sorry, I erased the number. So once 14,100 is taken, it will drop towards 13,900 and 13,800. Below 13,800 I will be sharply bearish. We can expect, anyways, anytime below 14,200 we are extremely bearish this time. Remember, we will be expecting 13,700 and 13,500 level. If it continues to drop below 14,200 300 zone, definitely we may see a sharp drop, which will take it towards below 14,000, below 13,800, and towards 13,500 as well can be seen. So take your positions accordingly. I have given you the long positions, I have given you the entries there. May see a bounce back from 14,200 300 zone if it tries to drop. Probably we have to be very cautious till 14,200 300 with our shorts, and if you are trying to take a positional entry, that is only recommended below 14,200 300. Else you can try to take a profit there till 14,200 300 and again buy from there, and you can try to gain profit and expect it to head towards 14,500 600. In fact 14,800 can be seen again, and from there it can rise sharply. So probable trading zone, which I think for Nasdaq 100 is between 14,300 to 14,800, or 14,240 to 14,800 can also be expected. So this is all for Nasdaq 100. Now let's move towards Dow Jones. Now similar is the story with US30, and on US30 you can see it is consolidated here. That's where we have given the call to go long last week on my weekly analysis. It had seen a good rise. However, lower lows is being seen, and after this it has taken a reversal, and we can say that probably now if it, you can see in the last two trading session we have seen sharp red candles and a bounce back from there. Let me give you a closer look here. So if this is just a retracement, I will recommend to go long only once it breaks past 35,700. I will rather say 35. Any move beyond 35,400, 300 zone is good to go long. That is 35,350. We have seen it giving a strong resistance on the last trading session. You can in fact take a long entry at 35,300. The next resistance at 35,500, and below beyond that it will try to fly again to towards this zone at 35,500 plus levels. So yes, a probable long entry can be taken at 35,300 zone. And so I would like to correct a bit here. This is the channel it is formed, and I will say this is the zone at 35,200 itself. You can take a long entry. The next resistance at around 35,350, and beyond that it will again fly towards 35,500 levels. Maybe it may try to either reverse from 35,350, one probability, but yes, once it breaks 35,350, definitely it will fly towards 35,500, 35,700 zone again. However, it appears this is just a second red candle, and we may see a sharp red candle again this time, which will try to take it towards 34,500. So in fact it can drop till towards 34,500 in, but still even if it drops till 34,500, it may try to bounce back again, considering this as a lower highs, higher lows, and then higher highs, and it can continue in this channel. So probable drop till 34,500 can be seen, and you can see this zone. You can see the next support level coming into picture at precisely 34,500 levels and 34,700 levels. So a drop can be expected till towards 34,700, 34,500 zone, and from there it can again try to bounce back. This is one expectation from Dow Jones, that this is after this retracement it is trying to continue in the bullish channel. However, it is trying to retrace a bit, and from here it can again fly off, achieving higher highs. This time if it continues on the upside, we may see 36,000 again. But let's have a look on the weekly charts. On the weekly charts, see, the story on the weekly charts is similar what we saw on US100. The similar candles are being provided. However, this is just couple of green candles with strong tails and strong wick, long wick there, and you can consider this probably, if you see it breaking below this zone at 34, I can say 34,800. If it breaks, then my next support level will come into picture at 34,700, and below that it will break sharply. It can correct sharply. Remember, this is just a minor retracement after this long sharp candle, after this long sharp drop. This is just a minor retracement, I should say, and after this it will continue to break. So also higher lows, that is what, 34,500 or 34,700 zone. This is the zone I will be looking forward to. If 34,500 is specifically is taken, definitely it will drop sharply, and it can correct till towards 33,700, 33,500 levels also. So this we have to look forward to, because see, this is kind of inverted candles are trying to give you a mirror image of themselves, and neither the bulls nor the bears are in control. Bulls have taken it back, bears have taken it back on last week, and now if it drops below this zone at 34,800 zone, definitely it can drop sharply towards 34,500, and below that it can break again towards below 34 levels. Mark my words, below 34,500 we can see a sharp drop towards 34,000, and 33,500 can also be expected. So this is on the weekly charts. Also similar is the story. See, this was the bullish run. Here the bulls have lost their control, try to drop. Now see, the bullishness is diminishing in nature, and you can see higher highs have been achieved, but the height was not much. But at the same time, you can see this drop. Now it has got its support here at a strong support here at 34,500 levels. Once this is taken, definitely it will break, and also till the time it remains above this channel, see, it has again come back in this channel, and if it continues, we may see it getting a little resistance till 35,500. Beyond that, definitely it will fly. On the upside, let's say if it starts on a bullish note, it gives you a greener candle, it starts, here, and once it tries to rise, probably this time it is going to achieve higher highs and can in fact hit 36,000 levels. So 36,000, in fact 36,200 cannot be denied. So till once it breaks 35,350, definitely that is a time to go long, as what we saw on our daily charts also. 35,350, you can go long, you can expect it to hit 35,500, the nearest resistance, then 35,700, 35,840, and 36,000 plus levels can also be seen. So anytime you can take a positional long beyond 35,350, definitely it will rise sharply, and also below 34,800 we can expect it to drop sharply again towards 34,500 and below levels. So also we must observe that here dropping below 34,800, I told this, we may see a good correction there. And now let's have a look at the indicators. Now indicators on the daily charts, you can see the 100 period moving average situated here at around 35,600 zone. So only beyond 35,600, 700 I will consider this as a bullish reversal. This is the 100 period moving average, also 20 period moving average, giving it a support at around 35,000 levels. So once it breaks below 35,000 level, you can expect it to drop sharply, and you can expect it to drop till 34,800, where below 34,800 I will expect it to drop towards 34,500, because now 35,000, that is the 20 period moving average, may give it a strong support, and below that definitely it will try to break. So yes, on the indicators front, it is trading at the comfortable levels right now on the Bollinger Bands, yet the downside is still open and the upside is still open, almost trading in the middle of the bands there, but below the 20-50-100 moving average. The detrended price oscillator is in red, and you can see this gap widening again on the directional movement. So probably it can continue to widen up if it gives couple of strong red candles, which can happen in the first 2 or 3 trading sessions. We may see uh, US30 correcting sharply, and then may retrace a bit towards the end of the week, may bounce a big bit towards end of the week. So last week it was first 3 days we have seen a good rise, and the last 2 days it has seen a good drop. Now this week first 2-3 days it may drop, and then last 2 days it may retrace. So this is an indication of a bearish move, bearish market, where we are seeing more bears, strong bears, and less retracement on the upside. Now if it happens, so it is not necessary that this will happen, but yes, good thing is here on the stochastic you can see that it is going to drop, the gap is widening, and from here, even if it tries to this variance tries to reduce, we may see it correcting, and hence a probable drop till towards 34,500 can be seen, and in fact it can drop sharply below that levels also. Look at the only indication indicating bullish move is the MACD. The MACD have just crossover last week and now trading in green. However, a sharp drop, couple of sharp red candles can make them converge and cross over again and enter into sell zone and can trade in bearish territory. RSI is comfortable. Considering this, let me jump to the levels directly. So a good long entry. First, let's talk about the long, and let's talk about the bull case here. And a good to go long is at around 34 to 20. Here you can take a long entry. 35 to 20. Here you can take a long entry. Then you can expect it to rise towards 35,350. So once 35,350 is taken, it will directly lend to 35,500 and 35,600. Interesting things it US30 is, it is dealing in hundreds right now, so the stop losses are not somewhere in between, but yes, 35,600 definitely, and then beyond that 35,720 and 35,840, and beyond that it will try to hit 36,000. So see, these are markets, anything is possible. We can see 1,000 point move in a day, in an hour, anything is possible. So don't expect that it is going to happen in a day or week, but yes, can be seen a bullish move, but I will expect at max if it tries to rise 35,350 should be a good resistance level for it, and we may see a drop, or first, as I said, first couple of days, first 3 days of the trading week, we may see a good drop and then it can bounce back. But then again 34,200, 35,200, 35,350 zone should provide a very strong resistance. Beyond that, sky is the limit anyways. On the downside, once you see it breaking below 34,950, you can take a short entry here. You can expect 34,800 to provide a strong support, and 34,750 to provide a strong support. Till here we are okay that it can bounce back and it can again head till towards 35,500 levels, but below 34,750 I will expect it to drop till 34,500, the first support, then 34,300 the next support, and then it can drop below 34,000 levels and towards 33,700. Any drop below this will take it towards 33,500, and beyond that, sky is the limit. It can drop on the downside sharply. So yes, a good short entry you can take at 34,950 levels, where you can expect it to drop till towards 34. See, a probable drop till 34,500, we can, I'll be really, if you ask me, I'll consider this as a bearish move only once it drops beyond this zone at 34,750, and specifically beyond this I will be moderately bearish. Below 34,500 I will be strongly bearish, but till the time it trades in this zone, you can again expect it to bounce back till towards 35,300 zone, and a probable trading zone between 34,500 to 35,300 can be expected. Around 800 to 1000 points of move in a week is good for US30. This time we may see it trading in between these levels, and in fact 35,500 cannot be denied. So take your positions accordingly, and if it continues to bounce back, remember this is feasible only if it does not bounce back. So once it bounces back from 34,800, if it takes a reversal, it can again head towards 35,600, 35,720 and 840 levels. Remember this point. Despite giving it a 200 300 points drop and rising again, we can see a strong rise, sharp reversal on US30, where it can head towards 35,600 and 35,800 levels can be seen. In fact 36,000 can also be achieved. So take your positions accordingly. This is all from my side, US30 and US100. Join my Telegram channel or reach out to me via email for any of your trading or training related queries. My next batch is starting on 15th of Feb. You can be part of that batch. First invest in your learning, then try to get the profits out of the markets, rather than first losing and then try to learn. So first try to learn the concepts, the strategies, and definitely you can reap the benefits for the lifetime from such learning. So reach out to me for any of your trading related queries. My Telegram channels are mentioned in the description. Join the Telegram channel. Definitely the insight shared on the Telegram channel can help you in your day trading decisions. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead.